Welcome YouTubers. Here we go again. Another quick video, another quick chat, another daily video log. So let's talk about helmets. And interestingly, let's talk about some of the cheap ones and some of the nicer ones. And kind of, again, is it worth it? Isn't it worth it? So let's start with the integrated comm ones. These ones you can pick up at bike shows quite a lot. And they've got the built-in comms. And you sit there going, oh, that looks like a really good deal. Trust me, this is exactly what happened to me. And you go, I'll buy that. So you buy it. And you go, oh, it's only cost us 90 quid. That's the helmet in there. It's the flip front. It's got built-in comms. Comms cost hundreds of pounds. So I bought that. Popped that on my head. Driving along. Bought the missus one. Brilliant. We can chat away. Works perfectly. Do you know what? Not the best fit in the world. Quite quickly, from a tight helmet, it becomes a loose helmet because the sponge in it aren't the best. And then we start chatting away. Anything over about 40 miles an hour, can't hear her at all. I was like, oh, this is a load of rubbish. So, got rid of them. I think they Vulcan helmets or something or other they're called. Not the best in the world. Anyway, avoid the ones, the cheap ones with the built-in comms. They're no good. I know there's quite a few different brands that seem to be doing it over the years. They do use some really cheap stuff. So then obviously I'm thinking, helmet-wise, what helmet shall I get next? And I thought, right, I'm going to go down this adventure look. Bought myself, this is a while ago now, BMW GS 1200, and I thought, right, I want to look like the long way around guys. I'm going to buy myself a peaked helmet, adventure helmet, look the part, the old-fashioned thing, look the part, but no idea what I'm doing. Bought myself a Spada helmet. I bought myself Spada gear. Currently wearing the Spada gear. And that actually generally works really well. But the helmet, on the other hand, was not the best again. It's quite cheap, not massively expensive. Pop that on, looks pretty cool. And then it's got the peak for the sun, felt pretty good. Now, went on a trip to Devon, absolutely chucked it down. Within about 15-20 minutes of a bit of rain, starts leaking. Brilliant, dripping into my eye, blinking away. What a load of rubbish. So, never wore that helmet again. So then I decided to go on to buy myself a nice entry-level kind of Shark helmet. Had that for donkey's years. Really good helmet. Don't get me wrong, not the quietest in the world. But do you know what? Worked really well, built-in sun visor, and I bought myself some sort of cheap aftermarket comms. That's another time for a conversation. But anyway, looking at the future, I was thinking it's time to upgrade now. So I do what everyone else does, start looking around. So this is what I came down to in the end. I wanted, ideally, a flip front helmet. I also wanted, with all like the mod cons with the visor built in, and I wanted decent sort of ear protection in there, so, and a nice feel as well. So I looked around, and again, I've kind of gone, these days I'm riding my Tiger 800 thinking possible adventure helmet as well. So I have a good look around. Do you know what? Interestingly, the prices jump massively, and you get that quality difference and everything else. So I was thinking, I'll look at all the, at the shoe berth, and that's the C4 or the C3 Pro. And then I was like, the E1 looks really good because it's got a peak again, makes me look like I'm an adventure rider and I can do all these fancy things. But the costs are really expensive. And when I looked at the shop, I thought, do you know what? It doesn't look premium, but do you know what? I bet it is quiet, and looks like it's got a good sort of seal around the neck. But again, you're talking quite big money here. You're talking like £500-600. You can get cheaper, obviously, but £500-600. And I looked at the Arai. Everyone loves the Arai, the X4. You see them all, don't you, on the telly with them on. I thought, oh, Joe, I like that as well. And again, looks really good, but not flip front. That's sort of built in. So I was there going like, well, that's not, again, that's not really kind of what I'm going to do, but I like them and I might spend the money on them. And I did a little bit of the old Google search. Then I found the K-Berg, the K-Berg Duke 2, and what a review that gets. 5-star review, everyone likes it. You've got the odd person who doesn't, but nearly everybody likes it. And I was like, do you know what? It's 179, I think, or 169 pounds. That looks like a cracking helmet. So if you really look around, look into it, my advice would be go for one that's safe, of course, meets all the standards, like the KE, like the K-Bag does. Make sure it gets pretty much a 5-star standard when it comes down to safety. Then it's got obviously the different things on the back. But I personally think K-Bag might be, if you're looking for a touring kind of helmet, that could be the one. Obviously you've got the Tour Max on the K-Bag, that's basically the same helmet with a peak. Doesn't get as great reviews, maybe the peak's not the best. But yeah, if you're looking for a modular helmet, maybe a Duke 2 could be the way to go. As always, if you could do us a big favour, if you could like this video, subscribe, and I'll come back with more, basically, motorbike chit chat. Thanks very much, and goodbye.